Yo. Welcome back to another podcast, man. We're finna get into it, man. Today we're gonna talk about a couple things that's very important, man. As an entrepreneur, as a person that understands the grind, that understands where we're trying to go, trying to get to the next level, trying to position ourselves for greatness. There's some things we need to lock in on and talk about today. Today I want to talk a little bit about developing a habit, all right? Developing a habit as an entrepreneur, as a person in life, just straight up developing the right habits, the right mindset, the right attitude. I want you guys to develop these habits that pushes you to the next level, man. The problem is that most people do not understand that with every level that you at, it requires you to have a different type of habit. You know, one thing we want to talk about today is that, you know, your habits is what creates your destiny or where you're going. So many people tend to forget about how important it is to have good habits, how important it is to strategize your habits, how important it is for you to develop good habits that helps you to build your brand, that helps you to design the life you want, that helps you to create your legacy. All this comes with you having good habits, you having the right mindset, you developing your character, you developing the things that you need to develop so that you can get to the place where you need to go. So I'm really big on energy. I'm really big on, you know, controlling the narrative when it comes to having great habits. So today I'm gonna walk you into a couple things that's gonna help you to line out your vision, man. Before we get started again, man, don't forget to like, subscribe, and go ahead and share this content with somebody you know, somebody that might have bad habits, somebody that needs this information that can push them forward to the next level, man, because this is a grind every day we wake up, man. You know, me developing and keeping great habits to build out my life, to do the things I need to do when it comes to entrepreneurship. So it's a whole grind. See, look, y'all getting it fresh. I get right there. Perfect. That was in the way. Sorry about that. You getting it live and fresh. The content. So man, I remember years ago that I used to think a certain way, but I had bad habits. I used to think like, oh man, my habits ain't that bad, man. It ain't. Listen, these habits was horrible, man. These were some horrible habits. I mean, these were some habits that I couldn't shake off. You know, the problem with a lot of people too, they have a lot of bad habits and they don't want to acknowledge the bad habits. They don't want to understand that the habits that they have is not pushing them forward to be successful, man. So once I got a hold on the right habits to have and got rid of all my bad habits, then that's when I started getting true success. I started getting really lined up with my vision, really seeing the place where I want to go, really allowing myself to be the best version of myself, because I really got locked in, man. I got locked into everything I was trying to do. So, man, a lot of times we look at a situation and we realize, like, man, why is it that I have these habits and I can't shake them off? I think a lot of stuff have to do with like generational curse, generational things that happened in your past that might have been something that's generational. You know, it's like my daddy did that, so I do it. My mama did that, so I do it. So I think a lot of this stuff has to do with having generational curse, and you have to shake it off, and you have to develop your own habits, man. And when you really lock into that, you'll know that, like, when we start talking about, you know, these key components when it comes to having the right habits, you'll know exactly what it is that you need to do, all right? So the first thing is this, all right? the key component is getting started with yourself. It's looking in the mirror, all right? Looking in the mirror and getting out of your comfort zone, all right? Getting exactly out of your comfort zone, getting locked into the things that you think you need to do. Understanding that you are where you need to be because of the decisions you made, the habits you created, all right? So you can't blame nobody for you not being successful. And when that happens, though, it's easy for you to understand, like, man, I just can't. I really trying to realize, like, the reason why I haven't had success is because some of the habits I had. I had bad habits, so I started to acknowledge those habits. You have to get outside your comfort zone. So the first key component is getting started with yourself and understand that you got to get small victories and that you have to personally get out of your comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You cannot stay in your comfort zone. That in your comfort zone is not going to help you get to the place where you're trying to be. So I truly, in my heart and in my soul, trying to push myself to the next level so that you can understand that success leaves clues. Success leaves blueprints. Success leaves the different things that you do when it comes to your habits. So first thing is getting out of your comfort zone, all right, and start to create new habits. They said it take 21 days of a good habit for you to make it a lifestyle. So, you have to personally get out of your way. Man, you have to get out your way. You have to understand, like, man, I'm trying to pursue this thing, but as I'm pursuing this thing, I have to personally get out of my way. I have to personally position myself to get to that next level. So, every single day I wake up, I really try to encourage myself that how do I get out of my own way? How do I make sure that my habits are not only good for me, but it's good for the people around me, man? So your comfort zone, man. I don't know if I ever heard this before, but it says there's no success in your comfort zone. All right, there's no success in your comfort zone. You've been doing the same thing over and over for years, and you haven't got out of your comfort zone. Then you got to look in the mirror and tell yourself, like, what is it that I got to do? How do I do what I do? How do I become the best version of myself? Because a lot of times, man, we trying to create this habit, and sometimes it's holding us back, it's holding us down. We can't shake it because we're so used to doing the same thing over and over, man. I tell people the definition of insanity is to continue to do the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So those habits you've been doing and you have not been getting the success that you want, it's because you have not shaken those bad habits off. You just haven't shaken them off. And so since you haven't shaken them off, then it's hard for you to get to the place that positions you to do the things that you need to do. So I really want to dive into man, how can you start creating better situations for yourself? How can you start, leaning on better habits? And I'm telling you right now, you got to find your accountability partner. All right. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Usually when you comfortable at, you getting the same results. It's hard to shake off. It's hard to shake off certain things that's success. So you personally have to get out of your comfort zone, man. Once you out of your comfort zone, then you will have to line up your vision, line up your thoughts, and you can become the best version of yourself. So a lot of times as I'm talking to individuals and people about success, the first thing I ask them is, what your habits look like? What are you doing every day? Are you planning out your ideals? Are you writing down your different habits? How comfortable are you where you at? What successes are you winning every single day? So that you can position yourself to get out of your comfort zone. People, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. People get so comfortable being where they at, they never look at where they need to go, man. And it's crazy. And sometimes it ain't even their fault. Sometimes it ain't even their fault, man. It's just that they so used to being a certain way and getting certain results, they never really get outside of their comfort zone. So I personally think that we all need to line your vision up. You need to line your thoughts up. You need to tell yourself on a daily basis, like, how am I becoming the best version of myself? Because you developing these little habits is going to be the key function to you getting success. It's one of the key functions to you getting success, all right? So life begins outside of your comfort zone. Let's stay right here for a second. People say, well, what you mean by that? Well, life begins outside of your comfort zone. Those things that you are comfortable with, you can't get the real results with because you haven't got outside of your comfort zone. You haven't got outside of your mental capacity. You haven't got outside of the place that you want to go. So how do you get outside your comfort zone when you are locked in a cage? You are locked in, when I say a cage, mental cage. You can't get outside that cage. So how do you get out of there? These are questions you got to ask yourself about your comfort zone, about your success, about the things that you're trying to do, man. It's so much grind, so much grit, so much things that you can be doing as a successful entrepreneur, but you haven't allowed yourself to get the results that you're looking for, man. It's time to get out your comfort zone. It really is time to get out your comfort zone. So every single day you wake up, you really want to ask yourself, like, where I'm at mentally. Am I so comfortable that I'm not willing to change? And how do I start to develop key components so that my comfort zone change and my habits change? Once that change, then things will start to shape everything up. So I think, again, too, I think we all have some kind of willpower and some kind of motivation that can shake us back to getting the results that we're looking for. So don't let these things fool you. Don't let life beat you up. Don't let people, situations try to hold you back for you getting into a new comfort zone and you developing new habits. We all got habits that we can develop, better habits. All right. Some of the habits we've been using, we're at where we at because we're stuck at that place. We're stuck at the results. We're stuck at trying to be better. We just sitting right there stuck. And then we ask ourselves, like, why haven't I got the results I've been looking for? It's because we are stuck in that place. We are stuck in the wrong mindset, and we haven't positioned ourselves to do the things that we need to do. So as we getting more deep and we getting more success and we positioning ourselves to become the best person in life, I mean, it's just a lot of things that's going to help you push everything to the next level, man. And I'm here. I'm the person that's like, man, those habits that you've been using for the last 3 years, have it got you the results that you've been looking for? I need you to stop and think for a quick second. Those habits that you've been on for the last 3 to 5 years, have it got you the results that you've been looking for? And if it haven't, then why? Why haven't it got you the results you've been looking for? And when that happens, it's easier for you to say, okay, I got a better feel on what I need to do. I need to position myself a certain way. I need to become a better person at certain things. And then you can look up and look in the mirror and say, you know what? Now I can change my habits. Now I can change my ways. Now I can become a better person. Now I can do the things I need to do. Now I can position myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have that willpower and that motivation to change to new habits, but we just don't change to new habits, all right? Now, the thing I want to tell you guys is people are scared to step to the unknown, all right? They are afraid to step to the unknown. They are afraid to grow. See, the problem is some of you guys are so afraid to grow that you don't understand that the unknown scares you. You know, because you're used to that comfort zone. You know, you can't develop a new habit because those habits that you've been using, you're so comfortable with those habits. You're so comfortable with those habits. You afraid to grow outside of those habits, man. And once you locked into everything, you'll realize that time is going to pass. Either you're going to get better or you're going to be stuck. And most of you, if you stuck, you're gonna be stuck there for the next 20, 30 years because you are afraid to change your habits because of your comfort zone. All right. So that's the first critical is just getting started with yourself, stepping outside of your comfort zone, getting the growth, getting the success that you want, allowing yourself to be a better version of yourself, and being able to look in the mirror and say, hey, mirror, listen, I can get the results I'm looking for, but I have to choose. The next component is willpower, all right? Let's talk about willpower. Willpower is the thing that pushes you to want to be different. All right, what is your willpower for greatness? When you ask yourself these questions, what is your willpower for greatness, man? So many people want to align themselves up with this certain vision, this certain mindset. I'm like, man, what is your willpower for you to be great? How can you achieve these things to help you push towards greatness? We all have willpower to be great, but how great will you be? How great will your mindset be? How will you be able to align your vision up with other things? You got to ask yourself these questions. These are questions that when I started developing new habits, I was like, man, I got the willpower to do something different. I can't be in the same place I was yesterday. I can't be in the same mind frame I was yesterday. I have to shift the direction on where I want to go in life, because those same people I was around, they was doing the same thing over and over, and they was still getting those results. I said, man, I cannot allow myself to get the results that they have because I don't like their results. And that's cool. The problem is, well, my family, man, I just want to be connected to my family, man. They really, listen, sometimes you got to disconnect from your family to get growth. You got to disconnect from your friends to get growth. This journey is lonely of entrepreneurship. This journey, everybody not gonna go on the ride with you. Everybody not willing to even get on the boat with you. Some people don't even deserve to be on that boat with you. So stop allowing them to be on the boat with you. You might have to kick them off the boat. I don't want to kick you off the boat. I don't want you to get on the boat with me. We sail, and then you start talking negative. I got to kick you out in the ocean. You drown. So the best thing is I'm going to just keep you on land and let me sail to where I need to go. So many people are afraid to cut the umbilical cord from their friends, cut the umbilical cord from their family. They so afraid of this thing. I'm like, why are you afraid? It's okay to be different. It's okay that now you at the position in your life where you are trying to develop new habits. You are trying to develop new goals. You are trying to be a better version of yourself. You are allowing yourself to be at that place where you choose to be, man. And that is okay. I don't know why people don't think that's okay. That is okay. That you want to change. You don't want to be in the same position of your family members. You want to be different than them. You want greater than what they chose. That is okay. Don't let people try to tell you like what you should have done or why you should have done this, or it's okay. And that's what I learned in this whole mindset in life, that it is okay for us to not be connected to our family and our friends so much when we're on this entrepreneur journey and trying to develop a new habit, because some people are not willing to change. Some people don't have the willpower to change. Some people are not even that excited to change. And it's going to be up to you to set the standard for the next generation in your family. It's going to be up to you to set the standard right now for people to see that, man, I need a change. I need a change. I'm going to constantly be different. I'm going to constantly be on my grind, and I deserve a change. And if people don't accept that, that's cool. But you got to be willing to say, hey, man, I'm changing for the better. I'm going to change for the best of me. And that's it. So as we go into it, I tell people this all the time, man. Don't waste your time on things that are mindless. When I say mindless, you got to take action. So you should be ready and remind yourself that your behavior will change. Your habits will change. You don't have to stay where you at. You only at where you at because you choosing to stay where you at. You don't have to stay where you at. You can continue to grow. You can continue to be the best version of yourself. You can continue to change, to be the standard, to move different. You don't have to move like they move. You can move like you want to move. You continue to be the best version of yourself. And you are telling yourself on a daily basis, I am changing my habits. And I refuse to let you tell me what I can and what I cannot do, man. Because this is my life. This is my brand. And this is my legacy. And when that being said, I'm becoming the best version of myself every single day. Period. It's not no ifs, ands, and buts. It's the grind. So one of the key things when developing these small habits, all right. One of the key components that you got to do is it should be easier for you to do a behavior change so that your actions can change. So what I mean by that is so many people are afraid to change their behaviors. Once you change your behavior, your actions change. The way you move change. The people you want to connect to change. Everything starts to shift. And that's why you got to ask yourself, like, how am I going to be different? How am I going to set the standard for myself? Like, why do I have to listen to people who don't understand or see my vision? Like, why am I at where I'm at? Why am I not becoming the best version of myself? Because your habits and your actions is all tied together. Because once you create good actions, then your habits will start to change. And you will start to realize that everything that you do is a mindset shift. Everything that you do is helping you become the best version of yourself. Too many people look around and say, man, you know what, man? Look, my cousin Jimmy been doing it like this. Oh, man, my dad been doing it like this. You know, I mean, why should I change? And I'm saying the reason why you should change is because you want better. And if you want better, you do better. And if you do better, you deserve better. If you deserve better, your behavior will change so that your actions can change, so that you can develop the right habits to get the success that you're looking for. Don't be afraid. People so afraid to change and say, oh, I wonder what this person think about me. Oh, I wonder what this person think about me. It's not about that. It's about you being the best version of you. And you becoming the person you need to become to get the results that you're looking for. I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to lock into that. I want you guys to know, like, you will get the success you're looking for, and your behavior will change. Your mindset will change. Your willpower, your motivation, all of that is going to push you to the next level. And some things I want you guys to start doing is start to celebrate your results, all right? And write them down often. So celebrate yourself. Pat your own self on the back. Tell yourself, man, I am great. Tell yourself nobody can stop me from being great. Tell yourself that I'm going to be the best version of myself. Tell yourself I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family. Tell yourself that I'm going to be the first person to have multiple businesses. Tell yourself I'm going to be the first person to start that YouTube channel. I'm going to be the first person to be posting videos every day. Tell yourself these things. Because one thing about time is not stopping for nobody. Because your habits are only informed over time. By repetition. I repeat, your habits is only formed over time by repetition. Have you heard the theory? Repetition is the mother of all learning. I don't know if y'all heard that theory or not, but that theory states that the more you do something, not only we become better at it, but the repetition becomes a habit. All right, it becomes a habit. So the more you look in the mirror and tell yourself you're a millionaire and you're working towards it every day, the results has to come. The results has to come. So too many people don't believe in the results. They sitting back like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Listen, you can get to the place where you deserve to be, man, but you got to wrap your mind around it. You got to have the right skills around it. You got to become the best person around it. You need to take your time with success. Don't be in no rush. Let people know like where you at, where you going, how you trying to get there. And then don't let people convince you of your own greatness. When you know you great, you great. They don't have to convince me that I'm great. I know I'm great. You don't have to tell me you're proud of me. I know I'm good where I'm at. So, but all this becomes having the right habit, having the right mindset, developing your brand, developing who you are, stepping outside of your comfort zone, writing down every little results, every little success that you're winning on a daily basis. Write it down, talk about it, become it. I promise you one thing, that when you look up in the next couple years, if you stay locked in on your dreams, most people not gonna be where you're gonna be at. You know how I know? Because I see it. I live in it every single day. I stop listening to people. I stop taking on what they say I should do. I changed my habits. I started becoming a better version of myself. And I started to realize like, oh, so this is what success look like? Oh, this is what I should do on a daily basis? Oh, this is what I got to do to become the best version of myself? Okay. I need this kind of willpower. I need this motivation. These are the key components. I need to change my behavior so my behaviors can help my habits, so that my habits can give me the results I'm looking for, so I can make better decisions with my life. That's what I need to do. I got it. If that's what I need to do. But I need to be so locked in on me that I'm getting the results I'm looking for. But it takes me getting away from other people that don't see what I see. And when they don't see what you see, then guess what? They can't relate to you. They say you different. They say you changing. They say they think you too good. They say all these things that's stopping you. They're trying to stop you from your growth. And that's why I tell people, I don't care what you say about me. All I care is about what I say about myself. Because I will never let your ideals or your thoughts dictate my destiny. You've been listening to these people for too long. They don't have the results that you're looking for. You've been listening to these people. You've been holding on to how they feel about you. You've been asking yourself, why is it so different? You've been asking yourself why. They say, oh, you different. Oh, you act different. Oh, you think you better than me. It ain't that I think I'm better than you. It ain't that I'm acting different. It's I'm ready for change. I'm ready for a difference. I'm ready to take my habits to the next level. I'm ready to have better behavior patterns so that my life and my brand and my legacy can get to that place. Stop. It's time out for letting people tell you like, man, you need to think like this, man. Man, you need to become successful like this, man. It's time out for that. It's time out. You got to be locked into what you got going on, telling yourself on a daily basis what you got to do. And when that happens, listen when I tell you, when that happens, I promise you your life will change. I promise you the people you're around will change. I promise you your behavior mindset will change. I promise you will help yourself become the best version of yourself. And I like to say that every day. Am I becoming the best version of myself, or am I stuck at that place where I cannot grow? Am I stuck at that place where I cannot grow? I don't want to be stuck there. I want to achieve so many goals. I want to achieve so many dreams, but I know one thing. I can't allow that place. I can't allow that moment to let me be stuck there. I can't allow that thing to let me be stuck there. I have to be locked into my dreams. I have to be understanding that my greatness is my greatness. I can't allow you to dictate my greatness. I can't allow you to try to be a steward of my life when you're not even the own stewards of your own life. It's not making sense. But see, people want you to to buy into their dreams, to buy into their goals, to buy into the things that they're doing. They want you to become the person that leads the way so that they can try to come back and follow you, because they didn't want to take the chance. They didn't want to take the risk. They didn't want to change their behavior because they were so comfortable where they was at. But since you changed your behavior, you took the chance, you took the risk, what's going to happen is now they going to want to come and copy you. But they can't, because the level of discipline that you move to when you change your habits and your behaviors, that's helping you get to the next level. That's helping you become the best version of yourself. That's helping you wake up every single day and say, man, I am who I am. Again, celebrate the small results. Celebrate them. Write them down as often as possible. So today, if I was you, I will look back what you done last week that you're proud of yourself about. Write down that thing that you're proud of yourself about. Then this week coming up, do the same thing, because I want you guys to start celebrating those little wins. You know, it ain't about the big wins. It's about the little wins. One of my things was when I finished my first chapter of my book, I'm like, man, that's a win. You know, when I wrote that first page, it wasn't fully edited, but I wrote that page, I'm like, oh, that's a win. I started celebrating my small wins. And then now we got the book. Now we working on 2 more books. Now we got the course. Now we're moving in the right direction on a daily basis. But you guys got to make up in your mind, is that is exactly what you want to do though. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited about this topic though. So there's some things I want you guys to do right now. Get your pen and paper out. If you're listening to this on Apple, if you're watching this video, get your pen and paper out if you ain't taking notes already, okay? Now, write this down. Number 1, it's time for you to choose a habit. Jot down a couple good habits that you want to acquire and tackle them with intensity. I repeat, write down some habits that you want to acquire, that you want to start, all right? Write down 3 to 7 things that you want to start. I want to do this. Write it down right now, all right? And attack it with intensity. Attack it with intensity. Tell yourself, man, I'm about to go do this right now. So stop the video if you need to. But I need you guys to jot down a few habits and attack it with intensity, man. Jot them down. Like, for instance, one of my habits was I want to get up every morning and I want to pray when I come to my building. I want to get up every morning before my feet hit the ground. I want to pray. I want to get up every morning. I want to go to the gym. Like, it's like different habits I wanted to develop, push. I want to get up, roll over, get on the floor, do 500 abs. I want to get up, go downstairs in the gym, do some cardio, developing habits. Start writing down those things that's going to push you to the next level. And don't be afraid to write them down and attack them with intensity, all right? That's number 1. Write it down, 3 to 7 things, and attack it with intensity, all right? Number 2, all right? Choose your habit and ask yourself the question, all right? Use your why that pushes you to greatness. So use your why, you know what I'm saying? WHY, what's hurting you? Use your why to push you to intensity, all right? Convince yourself that you can really do this. Self-talk is the biggest motivation, man. Self-talk. Talking to myself every day, motivating myself, inspiring myself, telling myself that I am great, telling myself that nobody can stop me from achieving the things that I choose to achieve. And I'm telling you guys this right now. Once that happens, the game over. The game is over. Do you hear me when I tell you the game over? The game over, man. You ain't got much to talk about. You just gotta say the game over. The game is over. So I want you guys to know your why. The acronym for why is what's hurting you. All right. Drill down on them habits. You know what I'm saying? Those habits that's hurting you. Drill down on those habits. Drill down on those habits. Drill down on those. It's like a drill. What's those habits that's stopping you from getting the results you're looking for? What are those habits that you look at? It's like, man, if I just change this part of me, I can be better. Man, if I just get away from these people, I can be better. Man, if I stop picking up that drink every day, I can be better. Man, if I stop hanging around this person, I can be better. Man, if I start writing down my dreams and my goals, I can be better. Man, if I start every single day becoming a better version, if I just get one step closer to success, I can be better. Man, every single day, I gotta become better. Every single day, I gotta become better. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna be consistent and I'm gonna make it happen. I have to become better. I promise you, when you get the right mindset and you start to push yourself to them limits, man, your life, your brand, your legacy is gonna be lined up. You're gonna be able to see the vision. You're gonna be able to see the vision. So write that down. The next thing is this: decide your habit cues. All right, make sure they don't require too much willpower, and so that you can avoid engaging. You can avoid without engaging. So let's talk about that. Decide your habit cues. So make sure that your habits, all right, make sure that your habits that you're trying to change, it ain't nothing too crazy. Because some habits can be crazy. You can't break a habit in one day sometimes. So you got to decide, what are those cues that don't take much willpower, but you got to change in that direction. Like not calling that friend today because they negative. Like not going or hang out with those group of people because they about to do some bullshit. They about to talk about some bullshit. Those are the things that I want you guys to be looking at. Those are the things I want you guys to be looking at. When you know this, then you know that success leaves clues. I'm telling you guys to write this stuff down because I know these choosing your plan on what habits you want to do, understanding your why is all going to push you to new levels and new heights. It's all going to push you there. But you got to ask yourself, why is it that you choose not to choose better habits? Those are questions you got to ask yourself. The next thing is, I want you to write everything down. Record all your goals. Make sure you have it on your smartphone. Track your progress. Let yourself know every day. I want you to write down, what are all your goals? What are some things you ready to attack? What are some things you ready to push to the next level? I want you guys to get excited about it. I want you guys to know exactly what it is that you're trying to do, because excuses is reasons for being useless. If you want to continue to be useless, keep giving us excuses. Write them down, attack them, and say, listen, these are new habits. These are new goals. These are new things that I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm so locked in on my dreams that things are about to shift. It's about to shift. I'm not going to be stuck in this way. I'm not going to be stuck not doing the things I desire to do. I'm not going to be stuck being connected to these people. I'm going to have new habits. I'm going to have new goals. I'm going to be setting myself up for greatness. I'm going to stop having excuses. I'm going to start getting locked in to that thing that I need to get locked into, so that things in my life can start shifting. So my mindset can start shifting. My attitude can start shifting. The people I'm connected to can start shifting. I can start coming to the next level, man. I'm telling you guys this right now. It is going to be some motivation. It's going to be pushing yourself to new heights, going to new levels, positioning yourself to the place where you desire to be. And I promise you one thing, everything is going to shift for you. Your brand, your legacy, your mindset, it's all going to shift. But you got to believe that. You got to believe that. You got to write this stuff down, and you got to know that greatness is upon you, okay? The next thing is, all right, try not to exhaust yourself, all right? make your goals a reality by setting small goals, okay? I just told this dude this. He said, man, I got a vision board I have for 2 years. I said, okay, cool. How much have you achieved on that? Not much. Because he making his goals too big. The goals are too big. The goals are not, they're not feasible. They're not doable. The goals are way too big. When you understand that, then you will know that you got to move in this direction. I try to personally tell people every day, I'm like, man, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Show me something you did last month that you wrote down and you achieved. These are little goals. You're trying to have all these extravagant, crazy goals. You can't achieve all that stuff at one time. That's why I say write down those small goals. Write them down. Tell yourself exactly what you want to do. And then tell yourself that I'm going to get it done. I'm not going to put all this pressure on me because I want to knock down little goals. You know what that do for you? A journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. You can get the 1,000 miles, but you got to go step 1, step 2, step 3. These little goals help you to feel better about yourself, help you to achieve those things, those little goals. Oh, I need to get a website up. Okay, either you're going to learn it or you're going to pay somebody like me to help you do it. You got to figure these things out. And once you figure them out, then everything will start to put itself in place. I personally want to tell you guys, man, those little goals I wrote down years ago, it started to happen. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I wrote small goals month to month, and then those month to month added up to year to year. The next thing is drop high expectations. What I mean by that is I recommend you break down those goals that's so small. Don't tell me you're trying to buy you a Lamborghini and you're only making $30,000 a year. It's not making sense. Tell me you're trying to buy a Toyota, a new car, a Toyota that's only $12,000, $14,000, $5,000. Like, be reasonable about your goals. The problem is we put these high expectations on ourselves. Like, my podcast today wasn't this fancy. When I can switch cameras like this, it wasn't this fancy. I just have to get up and press them manually. Now I can switch cameras back to back and do what I want to do. But it took years of me grinding, doing manual podcasting. I was doing manual podcasting. Now I became an expert at podcasting. Now I got a course. Now I teach people how to podcast. I teach people how to set up their podcast. I show them step-by-step guide on what they need to do. When you understand that I promise you things will start to shift, all right? And then make sure everything I told you today becomes a habit, man. I'm really huge on, man, I gave you guys a lot of notes today. I gave you guys a lot of ideas. I gave you guys just gym after gym after gym after gym, goals after goals, writing down this, understanding your habits, becoming a... Listen, man, if you ain't took notes, you tripping. You tripping if you ain't took no notes. If you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, you need to rewind this, or Spotify, or wherever you listen to this at. You need to rewind this. If you're watching this on YouTube, you need to rewind this and go back and take notes. When I'm dropping episodes, I'm trying to drop gems. I'm trying to give you guys knowledge, information, things that's pushing you to the next level. I wish I had me when I was 19. So even if you 50 and you listen to this, even if you 30, even if you 20, whatever, I'm trying to help you develop characters, help you develop behaviors, change your habits, help you become the better version of yourself, man. And when you lock into this, I promise you, these steps I share with you today, not only is it going to help you get to the next level, but it's going to help you pull beyond measure. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, man, lock in, lock in, lock in. I truly want to help you guys rise to the next level, help you guys become the better person you need to become by listening to this podcast, man, by me speaking greatness inside of you. Your habits can change, but you got to want it to change. You got to develop the mindset to change. You got to be around people who trying to push you. You got to listen to this podcast maybe 5 or 6 times. You got to tell yourself, man, I'm changing. But it ain't going to happen overnight. And if you keep giving yourself excuses, you can't win. Your behavior and your habits going to help you get to the next level. Other than that, man, I just want to say thanks for listening in to this podcast. Thanks for becoming the best version of yourself. And remember, this is why now is your time, man. We tell people life without purpose has no meaning. Go out and design the life you want. Create the brand you deserve. But most importantly, leave your legacy, man. Comment below. I'm waiting to see that comment, baby. And listen, man, don't forget to go to WhyNowIsYourTime.com. The link is in the description. Be blessed.